Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a get ready with me because tonight we're doing like a family game night or a family night out. We're gonna go bowling and of course we're gonna take my son, but I just thought y'all would get ready with me. Like, I'm not in any way, shape, or form like a makeup artist, obviously. I'm not good at it. At least I don't think I'm very good at it. I just do it because this face don't cut it. But I don't know, I just wanted to bring y'all with me to do my makeup so y'all can see how I do it, I guess, or whatever. And I thought I would talk about me and Carlton, like us meeting and stuff like that. For starters, we actually met online, which I guess it's like kind of like the thing that's going on now. You know, people meet online, they don't really meet in person anymore, or at least, like, you know, I guess it's just a new generation sort of thing. But anyway, we met online and he came over to my apartment that I was staying at with my dad. I was about 17 years old and he was 18 turning 19. And I'm taking my glasses off, and if I'm like squinting, it's because I legit can't see without my glasses. Like, it's so blurry. Anyway, but he came over to the apartment that I was staying at. I know that was like a horrible decision to have him come to my apartment for like a first date or whatever, but I was like, whatever. Anyway, he came over and we just hung out, and he brought me Sonic, and we had Sonic and we watched Straight Outta Compton, and then that was it. And then after that, it was just, I guess, history. We've been dating for 4 years, married for almost two in October. But yeah, he was deployed after maybe like a year of us being together. I think it was a year. He was deployed for 9 months in Qatar. That was rough. We even broke up in that time because, you know, the distance was just way too hard for us. But then we just ended up getting back together. We got an apartment together whenever I was 18. I moved out of my dad's house and we got an apartment. We got married 3 months after that. But we were moving pretty fast. I will admit that I kind of wish we did things more formally. You know, I mean, Carlton did ask my dad for if he could marry me. The thing about it was, like, Carlton never, you know, got down on one knee and proposed to me or anything like that, because we just decided, you know, oh, we're gonna get married and I'm gonna go with you to Korea, because he had gotten orders like, oh, I'm gonna go to Korea, so I want you to come with me, so let's get married. And so that was that. So that's what I do regret. You know, that's why I told him, like, whenever we hit like the 15-year mark or 10-year mark of us being married, I want him to get down on one knee and I want him to propose to me. And he's like, okay, you know. But that's one thing I wish, you know, he would have done. But other than that, like, I mean, our wedding was good. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people showed up or anything, just like my immediate family and Carlton's friends and whatnot, but it was a good wedding. But I definitely want to go all out next time, because like, I want it to be huge. I mean, not like humongous, but like big, where Carlton's families come, my family comes, and, you know, just, I want it to be bigger next time. And then like my friends, like, only, I kid you not, 3 of my friends came, and one of them being my maid of honor, my best friend. They were the only ones of my friends that came, other than the girls that I worked with, which I am so grateful for them. The girls that I worked with at the daycare, they came to my wedding, and it was just so much fun. We all just got super, you know, drunk, and it was just a crazy time. But it was so much fun. I would not, you know, change it in any way whatsoever. It was definitely a good time. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what kind of color I want to go with. This is like the Morphe. I think this is the 350 palette. Yeah, the 350 palette. This is like the newer one, because I have the old one. I have this one, which is like the old 350 palette, and then this is the newer one, which for some reason, like the pigments are completely different from before, at least for the shimmers. Like the shimmers in that one are way better than this one, I think. I think I'm just gonna go for a smoky eye look. There was this one time where we had went to my cousin's house for, I think, Christmas. And we had like a lot of fun, and I honestly wish we could do more things like that, because I mean, my brothers, they don't have any kids, so I don't have any nieces or nephews that will be close to Malachi's age, because you know they don't have any babies yet. And she's like the only cousin really that has, you know, like a little one that's close to Malachi's age. And so that's why I'm hoping, like, you know, we could spend more time with them, because I want Malachi to have like cousins to hang out with. And then I mean, also Carlton's sister has a niece. Oh, well, Carlton has a niece that is 3 now, so I mean that's kind of close in age. I want him to be able to have some people to hang out with. And I know I'm like rambling over here, like talking about like a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I had like so many things to talk about, but then it's like whenever I'm like doing my makeup, I'm like concentrating, or at least trying to. I guess I can just tell y'all a little bit about myself. So I was born in a little town called Wichita Falls, Texas. I was born there, and then when I turned, I think maybe 1 or 2 years old, I don't know, we had moved to a place called Leander, which is maybe like 30 minutes away from Austin. And then we moved to and then we moved to Round Rock, which I'm sure a lot of people know where Round Rock is. And then after that we moved to Liberty Hill, and we were in Liberty Hill since I was in 5th grade all the way up until about sophomore year, my beginning of sophomore year. And then I moved to El Paso with my dad, and then I finished high school there, went to college for about 2 years, and then moved to Korea. I'm over here like using the same color over and over again. I'm so boring, I'm sorry. I'll move this closer because I am like blind. I have 2 brothers. I have an older brother and a younger brother. And my mom, she lives in Wichita still with my younger brother. My older brother lives in Austin, and my dad lives in El Paso. You wanna know something that, you know, I guess a lot of Hispanics have to go through? Because I don't speak fluent Spanish. I speak, like, I can understand it, and I can say, I can keep a conversation, but I'm not able to, like, for instance, my grandma, she's from Chihuahua, and she speaks nothing but Spanish. And sometimes it's hard to like keep up with her because she talks so fast. Or even my cousins that live in Juarez, they talk super fast, and I'm like trying to keep up, and I can't really keep up. So that's like a struggle. But growing up, I grew up in a really like, you know, I guess like a white city or a country, whatever. Not a country, but in a little town basically. And there was maybe like 10 or 11 Hispanics that lived there at the time. And I was always, you know, I guess outcasted a little because, you know, I'm a girl of color. But then I also got ridiculed because I couldn't speak Spanish at that time. Like I knew 0 Spanish when I lived in Liberty Hill. But once I moved to El Paso, then that's when I started learning, because I worked in a daycare, which my boss spoke Spanish. I mean, she spoke English, but her main language, her first language was Spanish. And so I had to learn, and my coworkers also spoke Spanish. And so I was like, I need to learn Spanish. And so that's when I was doing it. But then whenever I would go to school with like these people that, you know, Spanish is their first language, it was hard for me to understand, and I would be made fun of, like, wow, you don't even know Spanish and you're Hispanic or whatever. And I'm like, my dad never taught me, I'm sorry. But that was a struggle. That's why I'm trying to teach Malachi some Spanish, because, you know, I don't want him to have to go through that. You know, I don't want him to have to be like laughed at because he is half Hispanic and he doesn't know Spanish. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's just like the world we live in now. It's like you are never good enough, ever. You are always judged for something. You're always bullied for something or anything. That's why I'm just gonna try and teach my son that, you know, love is everything. You need to spread love wherever you can, to whoever you can, not to be a bully. No matter their preferences, it don't matter what they say or whatever. You just either walk away or whatever, you know, but fighting is not the answer, ever. And I grew up like that. You know, my parents used to say, oh, well, you know, if somebody tells you something, then, you know, you say something back or something like that. Or if they throw the first punch, then you fight back or something like that, you know. But as I got older, I now think, like, I don't want Malachi to do that. I don't want him to fight somebody. I feel like that's just being a hypocrite. Like, you're being a bully too. You know, I know it's self-defense or whatever, but I think, you know, you don't solve any problems with, you know, retaliating or anything like that. So that's what I hope, you know, that Malachi can take from me, is solving problems doesn't always have to be by physical contact or anything, or arguing or anything like that. You just say, all right, agree to disagree. You can feel how you want to feel, and that's that. There's so many times where I wish I had gone back to whenever I was younger, because I used to be like that. I would always argue over the internet. I used to argue with my own family, like over point of views, because they thought this way or they thought that way or whatever, and I had different views for them. And I think about it and I'm like, I wish I could go back and have known not to do something like that. Like, I am not that I don't like confrontation. I just don't, like, at least now. Before, I was a rebel. I argued all the time. I fought all the time, and it just, I don't know. I wish I could take it all back, because I'm not that person anymore. And I don't want Malachi to end up that way. I want him to be able to come to me and, you know, like I said, agree to disagree, and then that's that. Why spread hate? Why be angry? You know, it shouldn't matter what people say or do or whatever. People are gonna talk for the rest of our lives. It's just how it is. You know, no, you can never do good. It's just how it is. People are gonna talk when you're doing good, when you're doing bad, they're just gonna talk. It's just how it is. Cause I mean, it's like, you know, like what my husband said, people are gonna talk. You just have to be prepared for that. You know, people always have something to say, so you have to have really thick skin in order to take that. You know, I used to really take things to heart, like what people said about me or said about anything, but I'm trying to take it like with 1 grain of salt or whatever, however the phrase goes. But I'm trying to be a better person, be the grown-up, I guess, be the adult, and forget it. Like, you know, they said what they had to say, that's how they feel, and they're allowed to have those feelings. I'm not gonna tell them otherwise. I'm not gonna tell them, oh, you shouldn't feel that way because I said so. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. You should be free to feel how you want to feel, and that's all right. I'm not going to try and make you feel any different about myself. Like, I'm not going to tell you like me because I say so or anything like that. If you don't like me, then don't like me. That's fine. I like me. My husband likes me. My son likes me. My family likes me. So, you know, I'm not going to listen to the haters. I'm just not going to. I refuse. So that is me, my rant, my TED Talk. Thank you for listening. about hate or whatever. This is definitely not my best look, but that's because I'm talking and doing it at the same time. I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, should I rant about like the tower people that live in these towers? So, as you'll know, I live in Korea, South Korea. And we live in the towers, which are on base. They're kind of like, they're just high-rise apartments or like condos or whatever. So it's like, it's from the first floor all the way up to the 15th floor. You can go up to the 15th floor. Anyway, so there's like one dog park. One dog park for both towers, because there's only 2 towers built so far. And there's gonna be in total 4. They're already building the 3rd one, and then there's gonna be the 4th one. But there's only one dog park right now. And it is probably the size of a classroom. It is super small. There are some dogs that aren't capable of playing with others. There was this one time that I took my dog out. We have a Jindo, which is he's a Jindo mix, which is a type of Korean dog. We got him here. Took him outside one day by myself because my husband, this was when I was pregnant still. I took him outside. I have him on his leash, of course, and his collar. We're going to the cage. There was already a couple, or she was by herself. It was her and her dog. I think it was a mutt because I didn't know what type of dog he was. She said, okay, we're leaving. And I was like, okay, it's okay. We'll wait out here outside the gate. And all of a sudden she's coming out and the dog like charges to Titan, which is our dog. And it's just like barking and like snapping like, like crazy. And well, my dog, he was still a puppy. He wasn't even a year old yet. And he's like freaking out, and then he finally started snapping back. And I started freaking out, so I'm trying to grab Titan, and he almost snapped at me, but then he realized it was me and he started licking me or whatever. And it was just like she was literally getting dragged. Like she had no control over him. She was holding him back, and she legit like fell over the tree, over the post, and broke the post of the tree. Because you know how like they have those sticks that hold up the tree so that way it can grow straight? She literally tripped over it because she was being pulled by her dog. And I was just so upset. Like I didn't say anything to her. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. I called my husband, told him what happened, and he was like, okay, like, well, what happened? I told him what happened, and he was just like, okay, well, we just have to be careful and make sure that, not to take him out when she's out. I was like, okay. And then, well, one day after we came home from a walk, we were taking Titan to the cage, and she was there, and I told my husband, I was like, that's her right there. And he was like, oh, okay. And so he picked up Titan. She was just saying like, oh, well, my dog, he acts kind of crazy, so I don't know if y'all want to like take him back inside. And I was like, oh, it's okay, like my husband's gonna pick him up. So he picked him up, and then she left, and then the dog was obviously like barking like crazy or whatever. I don't know, I am so ready to go back home to the States, because there's drama everywhere. Like in the towers, in the whole Camp Walker base, whatever, there's just drama all the time. And it's so exhausting. Like, how old are y'all? Like, y'all are older than me, and y'all are starting drama for what? Like, come on now. Like, I try to steer away from the drama. I just stay home with my baby and just stay at home all day. That's it. I rarely go out with friends. If I do, it's just, every once in a while. Like I had just went to a birthday party not too long ago, and that was a lot of fun. But other than that, I don't really go out. There's just too much drama. Man, I look like a total catfish. Like, do you see how different I look with makeup? Complete catfish. I told my husband, I was like, I'm just saying, I am ugly without makeup. And well, I mean, you know, of course he says like, oh, no, you're not, blah, 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 blah. And I guess I am. I look like an ugly, rotten potato without makeup. I was like, whatever. Over here ranting and stuff. I was only gonna really talk about me and Carlton, but I was like, I don't know what else to talk about. Like, we met, got married, and now we're in Korea. And then we're gonna go back to El Paso after this. I'm just ranting about a whole lot of stuff. Different stuff. Blended. Tonight I think I'm gonna wear like this, like, kind of looks like a Hawaiian shirt to me. With some biker shorts, and then I think my Air Maxes. Don't worry, I'll show you how to fit. And then I'm also gonna do my hair. I don't know if I want to straighten it or if I want to curl it. It's like I have all these things to talk about off camera, and then when I get on camera I like go blank. I'm like, what was I gonna talk about? Like, I have stories, I just have to think of it, write it down so that way I don't forget. Cause I don't know, after pregnancy, I swear, like, I just feel so dumb. I feel like I have short-term memory loss. I just feel like I'm dumb. That's why I have to write things down. I have an agenda, like a paper agenda, and I write down all like my appointments, and then on top of that I have to write it down in my phone, like on the calendar, and then I also put reminders because I forget. Like, I legit have to remember things. But it's weird because I can remember some things like from like a long time ago, but then when it comes to like what I ate this morning, I don't remember. What did I eat this morning? I think I had an omelet. Yeah, I want to know something that I miss. I miss Mexican food. There's like only one place, at least that I know of here in Daegu where we live, that has Mexican food. And I mean, they don't have like a whole bunch of options. They have just like chimichangas and quesadillas and taco bowls and tacos, and I think that's it. But it's like, they don't have menudo, they don't have pozole, they don't have tamales, they don't have chilaquiles or anything like that. And that's what I miss so much. Like, I want a big old bowl of menudo. I've been craving menudo so much because they don't sell tripe here. At least at the commissary, I don't think I've seen tripe, which tripe is menudo. But they have hominy, I think. I think I've seen hominy. But I mean, I miss my dad's menudo. I miss the chilaquiles from freaking Los Jarrones. Those are bomb. But yeah, I freaking miss Mexican food. I'm ready to go home. I miss Chick-fil-A. I honestly miss Peter Piper pizza, you know, obviously. However, the bowling alley that's here, they have pretty good pizza. I like their pizza. I love Korea. It's definitely an awesome experience. You know, I've never been out of country other than to like Mexico or whatever, but to come to Korea was definitely really, I guess, it was a fun experience, but I am ready to go home. Like, I have a friend, she's been overseas for the past 8 years, something like that. Like, she moved from Germany to Korea and then she's back in Germany now, and she loves it. She loves traveling. She loves, you know, going to other places and whatever. I'm like, see, I'm okay with going on vacation, like maybe for like a week or two, but for going for long periods of times, no thanks. I am ready to see my family. I'm ready for my family to meet Malachi. I'm ready. Is that even showing up? That looks like nothing. This is like the Jeffree Star, like the old Skin Frost Eclipse. This was the collaboration with Manny MUA. That's why there's the little moon. But it doesn't look like it's showing up. Barely. Trash. I'm gonna break stuff. What was I saying? See, there we go. Freaking forgetful. Don't even know what I'm thinking. Don't even know what I was talking about. I'm almost done. And then I'm gonna do my hair, and then I put my clothes on. But do y'all see how much of a catfish I am? I look like a totally different person when I wear makeup. Like, who is you? What's your name? Yeah. Look, I will show you how different the shimmers are. I'll put this shimmer, like look how pan, like I hit pan on a few of these, but we're gonna use this shimmer. Where's my brush? Brush, 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 brush. Here's my brush. We'll use this one first for this eye, and then we'll use the new one and the other one. So I'm gonna use this shimmer. Just dab it in there. Just tap off the excess. What is that? Excess. Stupid. And just put it in the inner corner. Do y'all see it? You know. You can see it. Clear as day. Pretty glowy. Right? Yeah? Okay. Now, I'm gonna try to clean this brush off a little bit. And we're gonna use this one, which is the new palette. Well, it's not newer version, I guess. Same one. Just gonna twirl it around to get a little bit extra. And then we're gonna go in. Can y'all see? There's like a glare, so. Can y'all see? Does it look the same? I don't think so. I don't think it looks the same. I think this one doesn't look as shimmery, oh, hit my nose, as this one. Yeah, this looks a lot duller. Trash shimmers. So we'll go back to this one and get this shimmer and put it on top. Here we go. Here. Ugh. I hate the Kylie lipsticks. Look at that. You see that? Do you see it? It legit like falls out. It's stupid. Literally just took it out. And like the sharpener, like when you try to sharpen it, is trash. I hate it. Stupid. Probably use the Kylie lipstick, not the lip liner, but the lipstick, and then put a gloss over it. My Fenty Gloss Bomb, the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. I guess I can put my glasses back on. Okay, now it's a matte, because this was a matte lipstick in the shade Exposed. I don't think I want to leave it at matte. I think I'll still do the gloss. Yeah, this looks better. Alright, so we're done with the makeup. Alright, so I'm going to do my hair and put on my outfit, and I'll show y'all what the end result is. So this is what I decided to wear. It's like a floral Hawaiian shirt to button up. And then I'm wearing some biker shorts, also from H&M. And then my Air Maxes. But yeah, this is my final look. But yeah, and then I also decided to straighten my hair. It's not perfectly straightened, but you know, it is what it is, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, thanks for watching my video. Watching me get ready from a 0 to, I don't know, I think I'm a 10 right now. But yeah, thanks for listening to me rant about random things. Things pop to my head and I talk about it, I don't know. But if y'all have any requests of what type of videos y'all want to watch, leave a comment, tell me what y'all want to see, and I'll try to make it happen. I know I want to probably record me doing my acrylic nails for the first time. Like I have everything I need, I just have to go pick up my drill Monday morning. But yeah, just leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!